We all know that it takes a lot of fuel to keep our country running, right? Cars, trucks, planes, and trains. What if we could develop a homegrown renewable source of those fuels? Well, good news, we already are.
Biofuel is a form of recycled diesel fuel, mainly from animal fats, vegetable oils, and such. Although one can't simply fill their vehicle with used vegetable oil, they can convert it to biodiesel.
So to get started, let's talk a little bit about what biodiesel is and what it isn't, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there. First of all, biodiesel is an alternative fuel to diesel fuel. It's typically made from organic oils. If you look down here, I have all sorts of oils that it can be made from, but I want to show you what most oils start out as. These are tiny little seeds, and they came from a soybean plant. And soybean oil is the most common oil in the United States. We make more soybeans here than anything in the world, any other plant or any other area. And they're just tiny seeds, and they squish them. And once they squish them and they do a couple other things to them, we get oil. And if you walk into most stores and you pick up a bottle that says vegetable oil, on the back of it, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be made out of soybean oil. And that's because we just have so much here.
So how does it work? Basically, biomass solids are broken down and then refined into biofuels. This can be done in multiple ways. Enzymes can be used to break down biomass into liquid sugars. Then microbes like yeast ferment those sugars into fuels. Extreme heat can break down biomass as well. When you take oxygen out of the mix, the biomass is rapidly broken down into biocrude oil that can be refined into biofuels. Adding oxygen to the extreme heat causes the biomass solids to be converted into a gas, and that gas can be converted into biofuels.
Placed in any diesel engine, unmodified. In the winter, we talked a little bit about the brick. We do have to blend. Biodiesel still has a higher gel point than diesel fuel, and so most people will blend at about a B20 to be anywhere from B20 to B80. Commercially, at the pump, biodiesel is sold in about a B20 blend. B meaning how much percentage of biodiesel there is in it. So B20 means 20% biodiesel, 80% diesel fuel.
As technology develops, researchers at the U.S. Department of Energy are working to make biofuels more effective and easier to obtain. More sustainable biomass resources and more effective forms of materials are helping to bring down the cost of biofuels. The end result is fuel which could be used just as you would petroleum-based fuels. Homegrown biofuels, clean and renewable, and a big step forward for America's energy security.